ready to get sick? This is the time where we ask our guests to tell us a scandalous sex story that's slutty, iconic, chaotic, or kinky.
So buckle up, babes, because we're about to spin that sick wheel and dive into the filthy mind of today's guest.
Yeah, it's about to get sick, 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 sick. We're about to play our new favorite game, Sick, Sick. This is a game where sick stands for slutty, iconic, chaotic, or kinky. Ooh. So we're going to spin the wheel, and then you throw the ball in, and whatever it lands on, you're going to tell us a slutty, an iconic, chaotic, or kinky story, depending on what it is.
There you go.
You've already told us so many.
Away.
Oh, see? A professional.
A professional.
You gamble?
Yes, I came on this show.
I knew this was going to happen.
Where's it going to land?
Where's it going to... Look at the nails. Look at the
hands. Look at the hands.
Where's it going to land? Uh-oh. Sick!
Sick.
It landed on slutty.
S.
Slutty.
S stands for slutty.
Oh, my.
You have a very slutty story from your past, Bruce?
I have a slutty story. Wow. Do I have a slut?
He goes, read the book.
Well,
yeah, it's in the book.
That's sluts aplenty in the book. Do I have a slutty story? I can't think of one. Now, off the top of my head, I can't think of a... I'm sorry, I just can't think of a slutty story.
You've never been slutty?
I have... No, it's not slutty, but it's mild, actually.
I like mild.
I prefer mild.
Tell us about being mildly slutty.
It's the concept is like you've heard of Catherine the Great,
sure, of course,
who of course is reputed for having sex with a horse,
who has
and many other things.
Mae.
Catherine the not so great, she wouldn't have that. But Mae West did a play on Broadway, and there's a little video of one scene of it called "Catherine Was Great," and in which she tackled all of these things, and she had like 12 guys, and she's coming down the staircase, and there are 6 of them on this side and 6 of them, and they all are identical. They have the same wig, the same costume, the same kind of makeup. You really can't tell one of them from the other. And she's coming down, and she's looking straight ahead, and she stops on the 4th step, and she says, "You're new here."
Such a good joke.
I thought, that's a slut joke.
Yeah,
that's,
absolutely.
She's been with
what
them
a
all.
slut. Oh, my gosh.
She was funny.
Yeah.
I mean, you know she's funny, but I knew her a little bit because I knew her at the end.
Really?
I interviewed her when I was at the Chicago Tribune, and Myra Breckenridge came out. I interviewed her, and we got along, and so she would start calling me. And then when I moved out here, she did one more movie, Sextet, and I went in on it to remind her of some jokes that she had done years ago. But
kind reminder.
But she was in real life kind of hilarious. But Mae West was a construct. She would turn it on and turn it off.
Yeah.
But she couldn't resist turning it on. I mean, you'd call her and she'd go, "Oh."
I just love all the rumors about her now, where there's like people being like, "Oh, it was a man."
Well,
it was her brother in drag playing her, and like all these like crazy things.
I've heard all that stuff, but I never believed it.
I don't believe it either. But it's like have such an iconic like look and image that they're like, she couldn't have done it. It had to be someone else.
Well, the internet is full of crazy rumors.
Yeah.
That's been going around for a long time, and I think that's because there was never a family, there was never any particular guy that was publicized as being with her, and so who knows how it got started.
It's just great when you like know what is in your wheelhouse.
Like,
what every time you do it is a home run.
Yeah.
Here's a story with 2 icons. Liberace told me this story, and
Liberace told you this story?
Yes, I knew Lee. I knew Lee. There was a show called Les Poupées de Paris, and it was Topless Puppets. This is before Avenue Q. It was like the Lido or the Folies Bergère, and it was the puppets were all topless. And Sid and Marty Krofft, who later did Donnie and Marie, that I worked for, and the Brady Bunch, put the show together, and it was a big hit at the World's Fair in New York, and then it played New York, and they were opening it in Hollywood. And they had celebrity puppets. And they had a Liberace puppet and a Mae West puppet, and they invited them. And so Liberace thought, "Oh, I'll go with her. It'll be great press." So he called her up, and she said, "Oh, yeah." He said, "We want to go to this show." She said, "I'll drive." And of course, she had this big limousine with this driver who, of course, it was a boxer who we thought she was doing.
Oh, of course.
And he says, they get out of the car and they're on the sidewalk and they're waving, and she's got this gown, and it goes on and on and on, this phenomenal gown that she's wearing. And she's tiny, and so she's hobbling along with him, and they go into the theater, and now they go down the aisle, and suddenly she stops, and she's waving, and she's waving, and she's waving, and he's thinking to himself, she's really overplaying this just a little bit. And as she's thinking that, she turns to him and she says, "Schmuck, you're standing on my train."
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You know everything. That's so crazy.
I'm very old and I paid attention. What can I tell you?
Paying attention. Not a lot of people do that
matters, yeah.
anymore. We'll be in the middle of a conversation and we'll look at each other like, what
What
are
were we
we
just
talking
saying?
about? It's hard.
I have
We're
that too. I absolutely
I have
had
that
it.
too.
Why? Well, who was that? Who was the girl who I was thinking of? Did a face plant.
Oh,
I
who
still
did a
can't
face
think of her
plant.
name.
I asked Patrick.
Well,
He'd have to look. She was more
Scott?
famous for doing face plants than for acting. But.
stumble.
Well, that was me back in 2008,
Oh,
running around New York City like a nightmare.
Yeah, were you slutty back in 2008?
I was a slut, and I was living in the East Village, and so I was like always
Oh,
out, always drinking, and just walking everywhere.
yeah.
And so I would, of course,
Life happens.
The amount of times I fell through those little.
Were you in heels?
No, I wasn't doing drag yet.
Uh,
I was just a little twinky little
Oh,
gay
right.
theater boy.
you
I used to be thin. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Think about it.
I wonder.
I have one question to ask before we end this.
Yes.
Where did you get your iconic red glasses?
Well, my father was an optometrist. And that part is true, but I had I had a prescription. I was on Hollywood Squares, and I would wear different glasses every night, and then the prescription changed,
Mm.
and I realized I'd have to take a second mortgage on the house to get it changed in all these prescriptions, and I kept looking at Sally Jessy Raphael, who was on the show, and we had the same lawyer, and I knew her a little bit, and she, of course, was famous for the red glasses.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so I told her, my dilemma. And I said, I'm looking at you and I'm thinking, maybe I should just settle on red glasses. He said, but I wouldn't want to step on your brand. And she says, I'm retiring this week. I'm about to announce it. You may have the red glasses.
You may have
my
the red
God.
I
glasses.
ran out and got a lot of different, but I've settled on these.
Those are
particular
real
friends.
nice.
Yeah.
These are based on Harold Lloyd, who, if you don't know Harold Lloyd, you probably have seen the iconic photo of a guy hanging off a clock on Hollywood Boulevard,
Mhm.
which was from a silent movie. Harold Lloyd was of the Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton silent movie comedians. He was quite brilliant. And there's a place in the valley called Old Focals. I'm glad to give them a plug.
Do
It's
it.
Old Focals. And they're a prop house, and they do a lot of period stuff. Whenever somebody's in period, they want to wear the correct glasses and have the correct fountain pen and all that kind of stuff.
Cool.
That's
They
amazing.
have warehouses full of stuff. And they went online because a lot of people like the old frames.
Mhm.
These were Harold Lloyd's. He didn't have them in red. And they don't sell many of this. They mostly sell this in a sunglass
Oh, nice.
because it looks. I have it too. It looks cool. And I just said, it's odd enough. And when you have a pasty white face, it really
Reveal.
you pop.
Yeah.
It
I
pops.
love it.
Yeah, exactly. Otherwise, I would really be wearing all of your makeup all the time.
Can I do your makeup sometime?
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
I wish you would. I mean,
That would be so fun.
That
That'd be
would be great.
Just
That would be-
stumble right on out onto Hollywood Boulevard. Give those
Yeah,
Spider-Mans a run for
uh-huh.
their money.
Yeah.
I'll go out dressed like you, and then you come out dressed like me.
All right.
Terrified of me.
Be fun.
Bruce,
no,
thank you.
they'll think you're Travis Kelsey's mother. I'm telling you. I'm getting that all the time.
I love Taylor Swift. No, what I love about her
I
mom
hope
is that.
they last because I'm running that joke as much as I can.
It's a great
as far as
joke.
I can.
Beautiful Halloween.
What I love is anytime someone asks Travis Kelsey about Travis Kelsey's mom about her, she's just like, she's a nice girl. Like she doesn't like her clearly. Yeah.
do
Anyway,
it.
okay. Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode. Where can everyone find you and get your book?
Well, they can get the book on Amazon, or they can go to Larry Edmonds' bookstop on Hollywood Boulevard, which is my favorite. It's all show business stuff,
There you
and there are
go.
so few bookstores left.
Yeah,
Just
that's
Book
true.
Soup, and I mean locally here, but anywhere across the country. if you don't want to go to Amazon, and some people don't now for political reasons, you can find the bookstore in your area that sells it, and it's even Barnes and Noble. They stock it. So
And it's called. It
That's
seemed
huge.
like a bad idea.
It seemed
at
like
the
a
time.
bad idea at the time. And you can go to wegotbruce.com, which is a fan site. A fan runs it, and he knows what I'm doing. I look at it every day to see what I'm up to. He knows more than I do.
That's incredible.
I need
got
loyal
Bruce.
fans. We got
We got
Bruce.
Bruce.
We got Bruce.com.
Yeah, Bruce.com.
And,
Yeah.
and for you illiterate fucks, go listen to the audiobook. He reads it.
M.
Oh.
M. Mom!